Hi guys, Mr. Mark here.
And Miss Elizabeth.
And today we're actually doing a water trick. So what you need is water. You need a mason jar, any type of jar. I want to say you can find a lot of these at home, even like a sauce jar that you guys are done with or so, something like this, or even a glass cup if you like. And then also you need playing cards. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using one play card, and we're going to fill this up just halfway, or actually just more than half. So we're going to fill it to about this line right here. Let's see, we'll put just a little bit more. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this card on the mouth of the jar, and once when I turn it over, it's going to hold in that water. It's going to give that pressure to where, kind of like that anti-gravity pressure. There's going to be some water that's going to spill, but once when you get it aligned, the water should stay in place. So what the card is doing is actually, it's kind of like a top. It's holding in that water. I want to say the pressure of the card is giving that water that hold so it doesn't come out. Well, here it was just a little too weak. We're going to try it one more time too. And we're actually going to hold it in just a little bit more.
Card?
I think it'll actually work with the same one. Let's see.
We're in the splash zone.
Oh yeah. Now you do want to make sure that the card is not too small. So, or even the mouth of the jar is not too big for the card. Or you can even use something like cardboard as well too. And there we go.
Cool.
So you can see that pressure. Some of the water is spilling off, but that card is holding in that water. It's not coming out at all. And then once I give it, and I can even flip it over as well too.
Wow, that's
There we go.
awesome.
And then once when that, I can show you guys too, once when that pressure comes, like let's say if I give it like a tug, see?
Dang.
Holding right in. I think I kind of put more pressure in there too. But once when you let go of that card, all that pressure, all that suction just comes right out. There we go. Really cool trick to do at home, right?
You're a magician if I've ever seen one.
So it's very fun to do, very easy trick that you can do at home. But I hope you guys had fun. Like I said, you don't need something like this. You can even use a cardboard, even some kind of thick cardstock that you can use at home. Today for our science project is, I want to say it's kind of like a lava lamp. I think we've done it here at the club many times. We actually use salt, oil, and water. We kind of mix it together. But this time we're actually going to see, we're actually going to use Alka-Seltzer tablets. And we're actually doing two different experiments, I should say. So first we're going to start with actual just regular water. And then the second we're going to do tonic water. So we're actually going to compare the differences and how they kind of react when we add the Alka-Seltzer tablet. What you need is an Alka-Seltzer tablet, obviously, some spoons, if you need to mix in some food coloring for the water to make it look really cool, and also some oil. It could be any type of vegetable oil, just as long as you do have enough for the glass. Now let's start with the first one then. So we're going to use the regular water.
Okay.
And as you know, water and oil really don't mix well with each other.
Mm-mm.
And usually the oil is always on top. So we're going to mix that together. All right.
Cool.
So now make sure all the bubbles are there. So now you see all the oil is up there. So now the next step, you can also put food coloring if you want, you don't really have to, but it'll kind of give it like that really cool effect. But either way, you'll kind of see the reaction from the Alka-Seltzer tablet. So do you want to put it in, Miss Elizabeth?
Yes.
All right.
I'm glad you asked.
All right, should we do like a countdown or something?
Yeah, count me down.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we see the Alka-Seltzer tablet. Now what it's doing, it's actually all the water that's sinks to the bottom, the oil floats on top. So now the Alka-Seltzer tablet is reacting with the water to make that carbon dioxide.
Okay.
So it's giving it that bubbling effect that we're seeing right now. And you can actually hear it sizzling a little bit.
Right, yeah.
And it's funny that it's not even mixing even with the oil.
Right.
We'll try to move that right in the middle, kind of get that effect. There we go. Look at that, even shot up too as well.
Yeah.
So that's all the carbon dioxide that's going right up into the oil because it kind of needs to release. The gas needs to release, so it's going through that oil and going up as well too. Pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Now, the next one now is the tonic water. So I wonder if it's gonna do the same thing.
Me too. Alright, so let's fill this one up with oil.
Alright.
Same effect here, for the most part.
Oh yeah, look at that. And I know in the last video, if you guys seen the last video that we used tonic water with bleach, tonic water has what is called quinine, and it's kind of from a tree bark, so it kind of makes that glowing effect if you put it under a black light. So it's really interesting about the tonic water, right? Now, I wonder if it's going to do the same reaction, so we'll see. All right. And look at that.
I feel like it was a little bit of a slower reaction.
Yeah. And you know, it's actually funny, we don't even hear the sizzing as much as how the water was. Even though, to be honest, the quinine might actually make it actually looks like it's bubbling up more than what the water was doing. And it's still doing that same thing, it's doing that carbon dioxide effect. It's trying to release, the gas is trying to release and going through that oil. So it needs to release from out of the water. And it's actually jumping more, to be honest. You see all the jumping that's going on in there? It's really cool.
It reminds me of like a homemade volcano.
Yeah. Now, you can even try this at home, guys, if you like. Instead of just putting one Alka-Seltzer tablet, I wonder what the reaction would be. Maybe you get a longer reaction if you put 2 Alka-Seltzer tablets in it. But it's kind of like a homemade lava lamp, I see.
Should we
And you
add
can
food
even-
dye to this one?
Would you like? Yeah, maybe we should, right?
Yeah.
Before it finishes up. If you look closer too, you can actually see everything just kind of shooting up and it's kind of moving around, kind of like that lava lamp effect. Let's see.
It's not really mixing in there.
Well, it's actually going down in the water because it doesn't mix well
Yeah.
with the oil. But all the bubbles that you see right there, that's all the carbon dioxide and the water. So that's why you see the food coloring kind of clinging in with the water as well too.
Right. Cool.
Now I felt like, I'm not sure what yours, but I felt like this one kind of gave it more of a fizz effect. I'm not sure if maybe because it's the quinine in the tonic water, but I kind of felt like it gave it more of a fizzy effect. What do you think?
Yeah, no, definitely. I felt like this one was more active.
Yeah, what do you guys think? If you want, you can actually try it at home too and kind of see for yourself. And you can even comment down below, or you can even show us a picture of your experiment with your lava lamps. But we'll see you guys soon.
Bye!